Have you ever watched someone well into their 90s, maybe a neighbor, a grandparent, or someone you know, and just quietly wondered, how in the world do they keep going like that? How do they wake up each morning and still move through their day with energy, independence, and a spark in their eyes? You might have thought it's just luck, or maybe good genes, but deep down, you know it's something more. Something that you don't see right away, maybe a little secret tucked away in their daily routine. Maybe you've noticed that most people, as they grow older, start to slow down. The small aches become bigger, the energy fades faster, and sometimes it feels like life is just waiting. Waiting for the next challenge, the next setback. And that's a hard thing to watch, not just in others, but in yourself. You might feel like the best days are behind you, or maybe you worry about losing the independence you've treasured for so long. Maybe you worry about becoming a burden, or losing the very things that make life joyful, the ability to move freely, to think clearly, to feel alive. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if you could wake up every morning feeling stronger, sharper, and more hopeful than the day before? What if there were simple, powerful habits, nothing fancy, nothing expensive, that could change the way you age? Habits that could help you keep living on your own terms, doing the things you love, surrounded by the people you care about? I'm 94 years old. Yes, 94. And I live alone. Not because I have to, but because I choose to. Because I want to. And that choice isn't about stubbornness or denial, it's about embracing a lifestyle that keeps me healthier and more independent than many people half my age. And today, I want to share those secrets with you, 5 morning habits that have become my foundation. These are habits that help me keep my body moving, my mind clear, and my spirit strong. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I have my ups and downs, my aches and tired days. But these simple steps, done every morning, have made all the difference. They're practical, easy to follow, and they don't require hours of exercise or complicated diets. Just small, intentional choices that add up to big results. By the time you finish watching this video, you'll know exactly what I do every morning to set myself up for a healthier, happier day. These 5 habits are the real deal, the kind of things that can make a difference for you, your parents, or anyone you love who wants to age with dignity and vitality. So if you're ready to take control of your mornings and your health, go ahead and type "I'm here" in the comments below. Let me know you're ready to join me on this journey toward better living at any age. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe here on Senior Health, because I'll be sharing even more tips, stories, and encouragement to help you live your best life as you get older. Now, let's get started. Because every morning is a new chance to feel a little better, move a little easier, and live a little fuller. And I can't wait to share these habits with you. Habit 1. Starting the day with gentle movement. Now, picture this for a moment. You wake up in the morning, and everything feels a little stiff, your joints are tight, your muscles ache just a bit, and your body is whispering to you that it needs a moment to ease into the day. For me, at 94, the very first thing I do when I get out of bed is some gentle stretching. Nothing complicated or intense, just 5 to 10 minutes of slow, mindful movement to wake up my muscles and get my blood flowing. This simple ritual is like saying, "Good morning," to my body. It helps shake off that stiffness that can settle in overnight, especially as we get older. You see, as we age, our muscles and joints naturally become less flexible. That's because collagen, which acts like the glue holding our tissues together, starts to decrease. Plus, many older adults tend to be less active throughout the day, and that inactivity makes stiffness worse. But here's the beautiful thing. Gentle morning movement can actually reverse some of that. When you stretch and move slowly right after waking, you increase blood circulation to your muscles and joints, helping to loosen them up. It's like turning the key in a lock that's been stuck. Suddenly, everything feels more fluid and easier to move. This improved circulation not only helps your body feel better physically, but it also triggers your brain to release feel-good chemicals, boosting your mood first thing in the day. Now, I know a lot of people think that if you want to stay healthy, you have to jump into vigorous exercise right away, running, lifting weights, or intense cardio. But for many of us, especially those in our later years, that's not only unnecessary, it can be unsafe. Gentle movements are kinder to aging joints and muscles, reducing the risk of injury while still giving you all the benefits your body needs. So, what can you do? Start with some simple stretches. Try reaching your arms slowly up toward the sky, like you're greeting the morning sun. Rotate your ankles gently in circles, loosening those joints that carry your weight all day long. If you like, sit in a sturdy chair and do some light chair yoga poses, nothing complicated, just movements that feel good and help you breathe deeply. The key is consistency. Even a few minutes of gentle stretching every morning can help your body say, "I'm ready for the day." And trust me, once you make this a habit, you'll notice a difference, not just in how your body feels, but in how your whole day flows. And moving your body is just the start. What you put in your body next is equally important. So, let's talk about the second habit that's helped me stay healthy and sharp at 94. Habit 2, hydrating immediately after waking. Now let me tell you something I've been doing for years, long before I think about coffee, breakfast, or even brushing my teeth. I reach for a glass of water. It's the first thing I do, every single morning. I keep it right by my bedside, within arm's reach, because I know how easy it is to forget. But this small act, this simple glass of water, does more for me than most people realize. Honestly, it wakes me up better than caffeine ever did. You see, during the night, your body works hard, even while you sleep. Your cells are repairing, your organs are detoxifying, and your system is essentially cleaning house. And in doing all that, you lose fluids. Just through breathing and sweating a little as you sleep, you wake up mildly dehydrated. Now, here's the part that most folks don't talk about, especially as we get older, our sense of thirst becomes dull. It's not that the need for water goes away, it's just that your body stops yelling for it. And that's dangerous. Dehydration in older adults doesn't just cause dry skin or fatigue. It can lead to confusion, low blood pressure, constipation, urinary tract infections, and even impact kidney function. I've known friends who started feeling foggy or unusually tired in the morning, and the real issue wasn't age, or memory loss, or a poor night's sleep. It was dehydration. Just that. A body running on empty, desperate for water. But here's where many people go wrong. They assume that because they're not sweating or exercising like they used to, they don't need as much water. Or they say, "I don't feel thirsty, so I must be fine." Let me tell you, that's one of the most common and dangerous misunderstandings. Hydration isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about keeping your blood flowing freely, your digestion moving, your brain alert, and your energy levels steady. So, what do I recommend? It's simple. Before you even get out of bed, have a glass of water waiting. Not cold, just room temperature. It's gentler on your system. If you don't like plain water, try adding a slice of lemon for a bit of flavor and a gentle digestive boost. And if you're someone who worries about frequent bathroom trips, especially in the morning, don't panic. One glass of water, slowly sipped, won't cause urgency. But it will do wonders for your body. Just that one habit, every morning, has kept me more energized, more focused, and more comfortable in my own skin. And when your body is hydrated, it runs better. Just like a car with clean oil and gas. Hydration fuels your body, but your mind? That needs fuel too. And that brings me to the third habit, something I never skip, no matter how the day starts. Let's talk about it. Habit 3, mindful meditation or quiet reflection. So, once I've stretched a little to get the blood flowing, and had that first glass of water to rehydrate, I don't rush into the noise of the day. Instead, I sit. Just quietly. No phone, no television, no distractions. I take a seat. By the window when I can, where the morning light peeks through the curtains. I close my eyes, rest my hands on my lap, and I just breathe. Now, I'm not talking about anything fancy. No incense. No chanting. No perfect posture. Just sitting. Breathing in. Breathing out. And paying attention to that breath like it's the only thing happening in the world. Sometimes, I'll focus on a single positive thought, like gratitude for another day. Or I'll silently say to myself, I am calm. I am safe. I am enough. This quiet time, just 5 or 10 minutes, it sets the tone for everything else. It's how I prepare my mind, not just my body. You know, as we get older, life can feel like it's speeding up, even when we're physically slowing down. There are worries about health, family, finances, even just getting through the day without forgetting something important. It's easy to feel like your thoughts are racing before your feet even hit the floor. But when I pause, when I allow my mind to slow down before the world starts shouting, I feel anchored, centered, more in control of how I'll respond to whatever the day brings. And here's what's fascinating, science backs this up. Studies have shown that even a few minutes of mindful meditation can lower cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Lower cortisol means a calmer heart, steadier blood pressure, and a more balanced mood. It's also been linked to improved memory and focus. Which, let's face it, can be a concern for many of us as we age. When the brain is constantly bombarded by stress, it's like static on the radio, everything's harder to hear, harder to remember. But meditation helps clear the signal. It creates space between the noise and your thoughts. Now, a lot of folks think meditation has to be complicated. Or they think it's tied to religion or some spiritual practice they're not familiar with. But it's really just a way of checking in with yourself. Of noticing your breath. Of calming the anxious part of your brain that's always jumping ahead to the next thing. You don't have to sit cross-legged on the floor. Sit on your couch. Or at the edge of your bed. Close your eyes, or don't. Just breathe. Slowly. Count to 4 as you inhale, hold it for a second, then exhale for 4. Try that 5 or 6 times. That's it. If your thoughts wander, which they will, that's okay. Gently bring them back to the breath. No judgment. No pressure. And if your mornings feel hectic, you can even do it while drinking your water. Or while watching the sunrise. The goal isn't perfection. It's peace. A moment of stillness in a world that rarely gives us one. I can't tell you how many challenges I've faced in my life, health scares, personal losses, moments of deep doubt. But starting my day with this quiet reflection has helped me stay steady. It's given me the clarity to move forward, no matter what life throws my way. So give it a try tomorrow morning. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just begin. Sit. Breathe. Be. And once your mind is centered and calm, it's time to nourish your body. Because what you eat next, that's going to shape how you feel all day long. Let's talk about that next. Habit 4, eating a nutrient-dense, balanced breakfast. So now, after moving the body, hydrating the cells, and calming the mind, comes the part many folks either rush through or skip entirely. Breakfast. Now listen, my breakfast isn't some gourmet 5-star meal. I'm not standing over a hot stove every morning with a chef's hat on. Nope. But what I do make, it matters. It's simple. But powerful. Most mornings, you'll find me sitting at my kitchen table with a plate of scrambled eggs. Sometimes I'll add half an avocado on the side, maybe a slice of whole grain toast, or even a small bowl of oatmeal topped with walnuts and berries. It's nothing fancy. But it's packed with what my body needs. Protein. Healthy fats. A little fiber. Just enough to say to my body, all right, we're ready to go now. See, as we get older, something sneaky starts to happen. Our metabolism slows down. We don't process nutrients quite the same way we did when we were 25. The stomach becomes a little more stubborn. The muscles need more care. The brain? It craves steady fuel. That's why breakfast isn't just a tradition, it's a strategy. A well-balanced breakfast helps stabilize your blood sugar levels, especially important if you're managing diabetes or trying to avoid that shaky, tired feeling mid-morning. It also helps your brain function better, more clarity, better memory, steadier emotions. But here's the trap so many people fall into, especially older adults. They either skip breakfast altogether, maybe because they don't feel hungry or want to cut calories. Or they grab something quick and sugary, like sweet cereal, a donut, or even just coffee and crackers. And what happens next? By 10 a.m., they're feeling foggy, lightheaded, or reaching for more sugar to stay awake. That cycle? It doesn't serve you. It leaves your body scrambling, your mood dipping, and your energy fading. But a nourishing breakfast breaks that cycle. A couple of eggs give you protein to protect your muscles. Avocado offers those good fats that your brain thrives on. Oats provide slow-burning energy that lasts till lunch. And berries? Well, those little gems are full of antioxidants, helping fight inflammation and keep the body strong. If you're in a rush, even a smoothie made with Greek yogurt, banana, and a spoonful of peanut butter can do the trick. Add a handful of spinach if you're feeling brave. It all counts. And look, it doesn't have to be perfect every day. But what I've found is this. When I give my body what it truly needs in the morning, it thanks me all day long. My steps feel lighter. My mind feels sharper. My heart feels steadier. And here's something else nobody tells you, eating a good breakfast also helps with emotional stability. When your body is fueled properly, you're less likely to feel anxious, irritable, or overwhelmed. It's like you've set your body and mind up for success from the moment you sit down with that plate. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for that instant coffee or skip eating altogether, ask yourself, what would serve my body best right now? You deserve food that loves you back. Food that heals. Food that energizes. And now, after all of that, the gentle movement, the water, the reflection, the nourishing meal, I have one last morning habit. It might be the simplest one of all. But in many ways, it's also the most powerful. Let me share that little secret with you next. Habit 5. Morning exposure to natural light and fresh air. Now, here's the one habit that might seem too simple to matter, too quiet to make a difference. But trust me, it does. After I've had my breakfast, I do something I've done for decades now. Something that costs nothing, takes just a few minutes, and feels like a deep breath for the soul. I open the windows wide, and I step outside. Even if it's just to the front porch or the little patch of garden I've nurtured for years. I stand there. I breathe in. Slowly. Deeply. And I let the morning air touch my face. And on the days when the weather is kind, I turn my face toward the sun, close my eyes, and just soak it in. Not for hours. Not even for long. Just 10 minutes. Sometimes less. But I never skip it. Now you might be thinking, what could that possibly do for me? Well, let me tell you. There's something remarkable that happens when your skin, especially your face and arms, meet early morning sunlight. Your body begins to produce vitamin D. And that's not just some trendy health buzzword, it's a hormone your body needs to function. Vitamin D supports your bones, your immune system, even your heart. It helps keep your mood steady, your muscles strong, and your inflammation low. And here's the thing most people don't know, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing it. So we need that sunlight even more than we did when we were younger. And then there's the rhythm. Your body's internal clock. It's called the circadian rhythm. Think of it like a conductor leading an orchestra of hormones, sleep cycles, digestion, even mood. When you get morning light exposure, you're basically saying to your body, wake up. It's daytime now. Let's start fresh. It helps you sleep better at night, feel more alert during the day, and keeps your entire system more balanced. But here's what's heartbreaking. I know so many older folks who hardly go outside at all. They stay indoors, sometimes for days at a time. Maybe it's because they're afraid of falling, or they think the cold air isn't good for them, or they just feel more comfortable staying inside. But what they don't realize is that staying shut in, away from natural light and fresh air, can slowly drain their energy, their mood, and their connection to the world around them. And I get it. Some days are tough. Some mornings you just don't feel like it. But even opening a window, sitting near a sunlit spot with a blanket around your shoulders, or standing on the balcony for 5 minutes can change everything. It's a small act with big returns. If you can, take a slow walk down the driveway. Listen to the birds. Feel the breeze. Let your senses stretch a bit. Nature has a way of reminding us that we're still part of something beautiful, something alive. And even when our bodies slow down, our spirits still crave that connection. So tomorrow morning, after you've stretched, sipped your water, settled your mind, and eaten something nourishing, just step outside. Even if it's just for a moment. Let the sun greet you. Let the air fill your lungs. Let your body remember that today is a gift. Because these 5 habits, they're not just tasks on a list. They're quiet rituals that build your strength from the inside out. Day by day. Moment by moment. They aren't magic pills. But together, they build resilience, and well-being. And peace. And in a world that moves too fast, sometimes these small, gentle things are exactly what we need to stay steady, stay strong, and stay ourselves. You know, watching our bodies age, it's not always easy. Some mornings, you wake up and the knees ache before your eyes even open. The mirror reflects someone older than you feel inside. And sometimes, if I'm being honest, it can feel a little lonely. I've lived long enough to bury friends, outlive siblings, and sit in a quiet house where the phone doesn't ring as often as it used to. And I know, that for many of you listening right now, you've felt that same ache. Not just in your joints, but in your spirit. You wonder, is this just how it goes now? You question if your best years are behind you. You feel the weight of time pressing down, slowly but surely. But let me tell you something from the heart, that number beside your name, 70, 80, 90, it's not your limit. It's your badge of honor. Because what we don't talk about enough is the quiet power of resilience that lives in older adults. You've made it through hardships, heartbreaks, health scares, and seasons of uncertainty. And you're still here. And these little morning habits? They're not about chasing youth. They're about protecting your dignity. Your vitality. Your joy. Every time I stretch in the morning, I'm telling my body, I'm still here, and I'm still going. Every time I sip that water, I'm reminding myself that even the smallest acts of care, they matter. Every time I sit in silence, or eat a nourishing breakfast, or feel the sun on my face, I'm saying, I still belong in this world. And I'm going to show up for it. So if you're listening right now, whether you're 64 or 94, and life feels heavy or your body feels tired, hear me on this, you don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one habit. Try it tomorrow morning. And let that one small act remind you, you're not done. You're not invisible. You are worthy of health, and love, and peace, at every age. Aging doesn't mean fading. It means refining. It means becoming stronger in the ways that count most. In heart, in spirit, in wisdom. And trust me, when you care for yourself with tenderness and intention, the world starts to feel a little less lonely. A little more beautiful. Every day is a new page in the story you're still writing. So write it well. Live it gently. And never forget, you're still blooming, even in winter. Let's take a breath together, and just reflect for a moment. You've come this far with me, and I'm truly grateful for your time and attention. Now let's gently recap what we've talked about, because sometimes, just remembering is the first step to transformation. Here are the 5 simple, powerful habits that help me, at 94 years old, wake up each morning feeling grounded, clear-headed, and ready to face the day. First, gentle movement. It's not about running marathons or lifting weights. Just waking up your body with a little stretch. A small, kind reminder to your muscles that they're still needed. Second, hydration. That glass of water by your bedside? It's not just a drink, it's fuel. It's a soft nudge to your body that says, let's begin again. Third, mindful meditation or quiet reflection. Even just 5 minutes of stillness can help quiet the noise and bring you back to yourself before the day gets noisy. Fourth, a balanced breakfast. A plate that nourishes not just your belly, but your brain and your bones. Whole foods, simple ingredients, and a little love in every bite. And finally, stepping into the morning light. Breathing in fresh air, letting the sun warm your skin, and remembering that you are very much a part of the world outside. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already practice? Maybe you already stretch in the mornings, or maybe you've never tried meditation before but you're open to giving it a shot. Or maybe one of these habits really spoke to you today. Which one do you want to try first? Which one feels like it could make a difference in your mornings? Go ahead and comment below. I truly read them, and they warm my heart every time. Your story matters. And someone else reading might be inspired by your journey, too. If this video gave you even a spark of hope, or helped you feel seen, supported, and empowered in some way, I'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe to Senior Health. There's so much more I want to share with you. About aging gracefully, living meaningfully, and staying well in body and mind. Hit that like button, too, it helps more people like you find this message. People who need that gentle nudge to believe that better mornings are still possible. Thank you, truly, for spending these moments with me. Whether you're watching from a small apartment, a big family home, or a cozy assisted living room, know that you are not alone. Stay strong. Stay curious. And whatever age you are, keep showing up for your life. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. You're worth it.